Hello, everybody.
Hello, it's us.
It is.
Alex
Hello.
is sleepy bitch.
Yes, I got like 2 hours of sleep. Maybe 3.
So whack you over the head with a frying pan. You're so sleepy.
If you whack me over the head with a frying pan, I can't stream.
No, that's what the content's for.
Winter was telling me to sleep, but like I was reading a good book and also it was too hot and too cold at the same time.
See, I have this thing where I sleep with like 12 blankets, so I just turn my heat off so I can sleep underneath my 12 blankets.
No, you see, I had a fan on max power blowing at me, and I was under one blanket and I was overheating, so I'd take it off and then I'd be way too fucking cold, so I had to put the blanket back on. I'd be way too hot and they'd take it
Did you
off.
put the Did you put the blanket on all the way? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Like, how far up did you put blanket?
I tried multiple different configurations.
Did you try mid blanket with feet sticky outy?
Yes.
Did you try the hip sachet?
Yes.
Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, where you just wear it around your hips.
Okay, fair. Did you try the cloak?
The cloak. Define the cloak.
You wear it like a cloak, and then you just plank on your bed.
Oh, I
He
can't.
remembered!
I can't. I can't sleep like that. And also, that would have just overheated
Have
me.
you
But from the
tried
back.
the reverse cloak? Where you wear it like a snuggie, and then you go boom. And then if you get too cold, you just throw a corner on your shoulder. I'm gonna take that as a no, because you're just looking at the camera like, I don't. Speaking in tongues now. I don't know what this weirdo's saying.
Man, I am way too casual of a blanket user to understand the things you're telling me right now.
Yeah, no, I am a executive blanket master of
Also,
masters.
I need to
I'm
find
the
the
master of masters of blankets.
I need to find the Shadow of War, Shadow Warbow because it has corruption events.
Well, you have to get it from the shop.
Yeah, but I don't know
You
which
need-
shopkeeper sells it. Also, I'm gonna go find the thing for the power cell.
Are we gonna go find power cells?
Well, I'm gonna do the next step of this quest, which is find a use for the power cell.
Okay. See, I'm cold right now because before I left, I turned off all the heat in my apartment so I could be in my hoodie. A lot of fun. Or easy.
You and Winter just like handle being warm way better than me. I cannot be.
No, I hate being hot. I hate it. I handle being cold better, which is why I make everything cold and cool, because my body heat provides enough warmth for me.
Yes, but Stabby, you can wear an hoodie. Even if it was cold, I would not be able to wear an hoodie inside.
This is coming from the man who says my place is too cold when it's not even cold.
It was like fucking 5 degrees.
It was not 5 degrees. It was like 12. Didn't help that the first time you were here, you sat right next to the open window when I was upstairs.
Yes, that.
That's the only spot the chair could fit.
Yeah, I can make that.
No. You're gonna try anyway. Oh, that wasn't a pit. That was water. Oh. I thought you were trying to go for the ledge. Had I known that was water, I would have been like, yeah, but no, I thought that was the deadly pit.
You thought that was just death?
I thought that was just darkness. I thought you were trying to like go for like that little lip ledge on like the right side. Yeah, I'm stabbing 29 and I never fucking learned how to look at a map.
This isn't a cave. It's a ruin.
Alright, what's this fucking Dead Space looking ass?
Dead Space looking ass. Figure it out.
Holographic interface. These
We are
devices
not personal heaters in the first place.
I'll have to find.
We don't have testosterone levels like you do! I still feel like I give off a lot of heat for somebody who was a fab.
I just need to slot in one more. These two.
Where did I get the other?
Code.
I don't know where I even got the other power cell, but you know.
You had two.
Use numbers like this to indicate.
Because I made you get the one on the top.
Okay, so top, right.
Maybe there's some more information nearby. Something that looks like each dial has 4 positions. Maybe if I.
Aloy, I'm way
each
ahead of
dial
you.
in the right position.
Bella's just reminding her, she's like, you know, Alex saw me overheat once. I think I woke up and was like, no, don't touch me. Everything is too warm.
Yeah.
I hate it when that's... The last time it was like that for me is when I had to use the,
There's a way to power up the mechanism.
Oh, when the furnace broke down and we had to use a gas heater, which is in my apartment. It was minus 40 outside and we had that thing going on. I was in a t-shirt and undies. I was so hot eating ice cream and you didn't believe me. You're like, no, I don't think it's that warm. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm sweating. Period hot flashes also suck.
Yeah, I've never had to deal with that. I'm really
Yeah.
glad I've never had to deal with that.
Yeah, gosh. That male privilege right there.
Yes, yes, it is. Very much so. Oh, there's more.
No, but you think that was just it?
Power cells. That should do it.
Yes, I kind of did.
No, I told you last time, there was 5 power cells!
You probably did.
You gotta go find. Do you want a guide?
I would love a guide, yes.
Would you like me to guide you?
I
I'm gonna look
would
at a guide.
adore a guide, yes.
I'm gonna look at a guide just to make sure there's no spoilers. Locations. Thank you to IGN.
That was a voice choice.
Yep. You have to go to All Mother Temple to find one.
Where's All Mother Temple?
Ooh, it's back in Norland.
Okay, where's All Mother Temple in Norland? No, that's Meridian.
It's, you know,
Where the hell's Norland?
Down.
Am I in Norland?
That's where you, yeah, kinda. You have to go to Mother, right there, left. That's right, right there.
This? Mother's Watch?
There you go. That's where you can go.
The more I say I don't have to deal with that, the more tempted Winter is to obtain one of those devices for simulating cramps. No.
When Alex is a smart enough man to know that he has privilege.
Yeah.
Others do not.
I will simply say no to experiencing cramps. I don't like pain. I have a low pain tolerance. Yeah. I would not.
Alex has a case of the big ouchies. The very big ouchies.
Okay, how the hell do I get in here? Yes, and I have seen you hunch over in pain. I do not wish to experience this. Sammy, how do I get in?
Hmm.
Na 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 na.
Gotta get in the mountain. What is this mission?
Ancient armory.
No, I'm reading the walkthrough.
If you want to view paradise.
Oh, you might not be able to get the one in Mother's Heart yet.
Oh, why?
Because that area is locked off until later.
We're
You have
at,
to go back.
we're at
to
the
where
point
you-
of no return.
No, it's not a point of no return. It's that you don't need to go here yet until the story tells you gotta go back here.
No, but literally, Silence said, do any side quests you want to do. Once you're here,
What
you're in.
mission is that? Hold on. What mission is that? What mission is that called?
Deep Secrets of the Earth.
Okay, hold on.
And one of these.
Also, happy Pride Month, everybody.
Pem. Reading.
I died.
Good job. So that quest is not the end of the game.
Oh! Let's fucking do that then.
What silence means by that is it will suspend any other missions until that one is done.
Oh, okay. Let's do that then.
Well, that's misleading.
It is. There's very
Then after a certain mission, I will just tell you the mission of which we'll be able to get out of there. The mission that will let you back into the mountains so you can go get the power cell if you didn't already grab it which, considering you had two, you might have grabbed it. Is called the Heart of the Nora.
Yeah.
Though you've gotten through most of the main story quests.
Whatever works.
The last one, the last power cell that we get is in the mission that's after Part of the Nora.
I'll come back later. That woman said to meet her at a green tent down in the camp. Might be worth a visit.
I did it again.
Alex, what are you... Parkouring? Is this what's happening?
The only thing this ceasefire will accomplish is prolonging our exile.
Is this what is happening, my good sir?
Parkour? No. No, I don't think you could say that that's what's happening.
Our hunger keeps us sharp. Our hunger keeps us sharp.
I'll come back later. That woman said to meet her at a green tent down in the camp. Might be worth a visit. I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of
We screwed ourselves over,
as
buddy.
year by
Why?
year, decade after decade, I hit walls I
That's
could
what Silence
never
is talking
break,
about.
doors I could never breach,
Oh,
Hello.
until
I thought you meant
How
we...
did they fall? No!
and voila.
We're fine!
All the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan.
What the Mass Effect Andromeda is this?
It's the Identiscan door. You've done it like twice.
Profile confirmed. Entry authorized.
What the Mass Effect Andromeda is this?
Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
Yeah, man. They didn't have the Amogus to tell them all about the venting, huh? Little sus. Yes, point to spirit in the vent.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
You gotta zoom. You gotta zoom. Gotta zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we are tired of being neglected, as we have already requested we need human translators fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures.
I sent you a medical bill. Please respond.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Reception staff continues to require additional support managing CD candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused, some are highly agitated. These are not the sorts of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators, the Langbots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for these extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these emails.
Stocking up?
They're not having a good time.
No, they seem annoyed.
And wait for your name to be called.
Very.
A selection of
Couldn't tell you
beverages
why.
and snacks are available.
In the smaller room.
Beverages and snacks? Where? For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we are out of organic cucumber, mint, or blackberry sage varietals, I'm going to lose it. Please respond, and this time no tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes, okay? I don't know, those sound like pretty good jokes. Would it be possible to improve soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting for their turn in the lounge. Just a thought.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. 0 Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Well, that's fucking depressing. But also not something we didn't know at this point.
No, it hinted at it.
Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it hasn't told you everything yet.
Yeah, we've got,
Somehow Elizabeth
like,
saved us.
this is essentially an explicit
Keep looking.
telling of everything we've been given hints at so far.
Here's the confirmation, but you still have questions.
Yes. It's like, yes, you were right. All life on Earth was going to die.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
All life on Earth was gonna get consumed!
Spread out! If it moves, kill it! What is this place? Two?
Not a good day. Now there's people for you to slay.
Help me, fools! Got me good. It eat him again. Take cover.
Beat the crap out of these guys. Let's go!
Big
Ugh.
bullshit. Hello.
We're too close to the tribal primitive stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
For debriefing after presentation 1, candidates must be allowed to ask questions, be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they have received. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh Plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagement versus the swarm, Addendum B1, and unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, Addenda C1, C2, C3, so you can encounter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available via your focus. Security and medical team prices are...
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist.
Basically, that shit's fucked.
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you
It's
thinking
not a
about
good
driving?
time for
the
anybody.
general
It's not
said.
good.
Not really.
No.
I was on the Syzygy East response team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
The lady's just like, well, shit is fucked. So you better show me what the solution is.
Like, what the fuck is this? You better tell me. I am onto your bullshit. Tell me your secrets now.
Of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo?
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, US Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Well then.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Don't act crazy. That's
That's the rule. Don't act crazy.
yeah.
It's like, don't do it. Just don't do it.
Sounds like you're acting crazy.
Want to discuss?
Sounds like you are crazy talking, yeah?
Right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter?
Now we're bringing in the Bible.
Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team.
This is the Jeff Goldblum character.
Price on my head 18
Yep.
months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee?
This man is so American.
Cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate,
It's
I'm clearing
so
you to proceed.
just get out of here. Just leave. Be gone.
Also, because you still can't hear the game, right?
No, I can't hear it.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, this guy sounds so American.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me,
It's just like, hooey.
I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day Since,
Would you like to take a moment?
No. I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
There sure weren't, buddy.
That is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them.
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients.
Yep.
Millennia of evolution.
Yep. Mr. Tom Page.
The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Tom Page.
No, Doctor, please.
No, this guy's Australian.
Pate wants a word.
Yeah,
Now, get off!
he needs more swearing.
Please,
Let him swear.
you get Ted Pharaoh in here.
Tell him Mr. Tom Pike wants a fucking word. I feel like he wants to strangle Pharaoh.
The dude wants to take out his intestines and hang them up by them while they're still in his gut.
Can't imagine why.
Can't imagine.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim.
Could you imagine having to work on the graphics for this?
Zero Dawn.
Right?
To create a super intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to to the regreening of the earth from cryopreserved seed stocks, to rewilding the earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement
That part fucked up.
from which they will learn of us, our world, and most important, how not to repeat our mistakes.
Are you sure?
It's not an impossible dream.
I mean, unless this is it.
Within our grasp, if we work tirelessly and stop
It's
it
not done. Let her finish the presentation.
We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The good news. Data point. The good news.
Yes.
Well, you didn't see the thing in that cutscene, did you?
What thing? In the cutscene?
You didn't see it. It was commented on it if you saw it.
Okay, so yeah, no, I didn't see it. What was it?
No, Mister. Look at my phone.
I need something to do with my hands while we.
I need to
listen.
get you a fidget so bad.
What did I miss?
I'll explain it later.
Just tell me now.
No, they'll explain it later.
Just tell me now.
Nope.
You're now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn, classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. 1. Participation. You'll be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You'll be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You'll be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family or 2 persons of your choosing will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you'll be confined indefinitely. You'll be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. Medical euthanasia. The information you have just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may opt for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you are ready to make your choice or if you have further questions.
Yeah, they gave people the option to be like, you just want to die. Like, you guys just want to die.
Knowledge. What happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe
It was real depressing.
Yep. For debriefing after presentation 2, it is vitally important candidates choose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly without additional coercion, without value judgment on the part of the counselor. Confirm for candidates that they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chances of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of an overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of their selection, validate such objections as normal, even admirable responses. Emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just of humanity, but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those of loved ones beyond 0 day. Validate their hesitation, acknowledge that, and while the reward of Elysium is not fair, it will be earned. If possible, redirect their ethical misgivings toward greater commitment to the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobek's presentation as many times as they wish, and allow access to supplemental articles G01 through P20. allow them to suspend the interview to fully process this documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It is important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48-hour waiting period, during which counselors will be available to discuss the decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent and the procedure is scheduled when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against his or her will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed they have 48 hours to reverse their decision, after which the decision...
No, Attempt to die.
To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be, atonement.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I believe in this, but the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East, like the Congo, like Timor, like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock? You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry.
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
That's valid, honestly.
Mm-hmm. See to make sure I behave this time?
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Yep.
Like the world's ending anyway.
Alert. Medical wing inaccessible.
Martial law's in effect, they can do that. Ooh.
Stranded shackles. Alright, this is just a thing.
Just the thing.
Intruder! Get her! We've got
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Oh, got him in the ear. Bye-bye. Not the most accurate gun, but, you know. Shoots fireworks.
Right.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up on her. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am. That ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of
There's a smoking guy. Shut up.
How your day was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Fair? I mean, like, you don't have to believe in it to work, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Gonna die anyway. Might as well work on something.
I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to it. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
Here we go. Another one of these. There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
You get paid for this project at all? This feels like a job like you don't get paid for. The pay is.
They probably pay you with like something. Because it's like the concept of money doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah, right?
We got your cryptocurrency and Dogecoin ain't gonna mean shit. Left, down, right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Because it's like, imagine you're lying to the rest of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to get the greatest conman in existence to lie to the rest of the world to get resources and funding. Because think about it, like, there's already a bunch of money, millions of dollars everywhere in the ether because of political blah 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 whatever. You imagine you have to pull the greatest lie to preserve the planet. This is like reverse Final Fantasy VII plot.
Oh, this one.
There's a lot of data points and text points to miss in this.
It is art, in a way.
Oops.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. There is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Now let's get that door open.
I like that little nod about art.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's upside down.
Why isn't it working?
Because look at the sign, it's upside down.
Yeah, I know. It also kind of keyed you off if you didn't notice. Like, install it backwards. What is upside down if not just backwards, sideways?
Right.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Hi.
How did he not notice you open the door?
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Hey, Alex, there's a gun in that other room, right? Oh, never mind. Should have brought a gun with you.
I think I would have blocked it in the cutscene.
Maybe, maybe not.
Someone here?
Nope.
Fight over.
Also, I want to appreciate the fact that they have, like, a guarding route when they don't expect you to be in here. They expect you to be dead.
Right.
Like, do the perimeter for what? Frogs? Oof! They got bombs, too. They got a little bit of explodium.
I always knew Nasty was behind the Pharaoh Plague.
God damn it.
The guns are gone now.
Oh yeah, you died. I'm not gonna fade away if you died. Food, Winter? Winter got food?
No, that's what they paid.
Oh, food. Alex. Tried. Bombs. Those are the ones that put people on fire. You go figure people don't like being on fire. It's also a long, narrow hallway, so it's really easy to hit people in an explosion. Well, thanks. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, 69-0, nice. You could probably just go up to him and punch him in the face. Your fire doesn't hurt you. How did he not explode? He had blaze canisters on his back.
Because.
Kept hitting him in the front. All that fat really wanted to spontaneously human combust. There's a guy up there.
There's like 3 guys left.
Yeah, but we can snipe the. Oh, no, that's 4. You lied.
I did lie.
No, there's 5.
I
You lied
really
again!
lied.
Damn, Alex, why are you lying? There's 6! There's a 6th
No,
man!
that's a reflection.
No, that's a 6th. That's totally a 6th guy. His name's Dublin. Okay, get him. Good shot. There you go. Beautiful snap. Oh, mwah. Fantastique. C'est très bien. Ugh, hiccups.
Why don't they just activate their focus and see through walls like I can?
Because they're not smart, nor do they have a bow and arrow.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, whoa.
We don't have a bow and arrow. They could be like, hey, she's right there.
Fall before the shadow. Here we are.
Bro. That was the slowest. Just. Ugh. Oh, see, that guy missed. At least you tried. Oh, he knows how to use cover. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oof. Got you with, like, that one nick. One little bit that goes up. That's gonna, yeah. There's, like, rocks in the way of your shot. Oh. Got him. There you go.
Or not.
That's all of them. Robot. Anyway. Ooh, there's a gun. Hello. We're gonna take that from you in a second. Get out of the way, please. Ooh, now there's 2 guns! Ready for the gun. You got enough health. Huff. Oh, it's a Deathbringer gun. Oh, this one's got bullets. It's hit scan. Let's go!
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Hey, bitches!
You have to find
Got
Gaia.
up. No, that was all. Okay. Loot the bodies. Loot the bodies. Bring the gun in the room now.
Marco, I doubted your brilliance, and if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as the Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You know who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This, combined with your design for the AM Foundry core and the Foundry site selection plan, add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail, consult with Aomide Okilo before you finalize the silo inventories. Hephaestus' first attack will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers. Minerva will use to transmit deactivation codes. So any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth.
Email. You do good! Anxiety, shut up!
I'm Margot Shen.
Samantha
and
Trainer.
This is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines.
Wow, you weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection for animal morphologies. Sure, not totally expected, given the rough natural terrain her bots will have to navigate, but I agree, there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional, they feel almost like, well, tributes is the word that comes to mind. As though she's already mourning their loss, and not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but creatures from the fossil record too. References to megafauna in some of her designs. So cool. Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could be around in a century or two to see what she makes.
I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Yeah, why would there be hostile robots? Alex ignoring hollow projector so that he can move gun into next room.
But of course, the birthing place.
Wait, what am I ignoring? Where's the hollow projector?
Hollow, put the gun down.
No.
Put a gun down. Fine. Right.
What?
Unless, yeah, that one, right there. I need to put
Hello,
one down.
I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name
Oh, wait, you
might
just
tip
watched
off,
We just watched that.
I need you put the gun down, maybe.
lots and lots of robots. Her
I thought that was
personal
another
forge,
button.
except it's
Is herbs, spices.
You probably
I don't think a fungus is an herb or spice, but you know what I meant.
It's a green herb.
Well, no, that one's specifically gray.
By the way, what do you think of the Resident 4 remake?
I haven't seen the trailer for that.
It's a remake.
It's a remake.
Have you seen the new Final Fantasy 16 trailer?
No?
Looks good.
Is that the one with the Jesse Cox make a video about that in 5 Minute News?
Not in 5 Minute News, but he made a react video about it. Yes.
Oh! No, I haven't looked at that. I'll look at that probably tomorrow. Or later tonight if I can't sleep.
It's sealed off.
One of the two.
Way inside.
Keep looking.
More eclipse.
Careful now.
Careful now, Silence says while you're carrying a giant automated anti-tank gun. It's like the big-ass Daka gun you only get like 100 bullets out of in Left 4 Dead 2. Like the big honker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like the LMG.
Yeah. It's kind of, maybe that is an LMG. I mean, there's no other machine guns to compare it to except bigger ones, so that is a light machine gun. I mean, Aloy can pick it up. Yeah, she gotta lean a bit, but the thing is probably made out of tungsten.
The collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement.
Appreciate it's a person of color and religion.
Ultimate embodiment of
Probably.
a lifelong passion, albeit
Yeah.
under the very worst circumstances imaginable.
Like, I can't assume there's a religious impact, but culture's there.
Are immense. Specifically,
She checks so many diversity quotas on Blizzard's diversity
Yeah.
ratio.
Yeah, aren't you glad this game was made by Guerrilla Games?
ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data.
Luckily, they had a head start with this because of Minecraft.
Zettabytes of data in
Right.
Mandarin, English, Spanish,
Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic.
the transferal and encoding of all that data onto
All the other languages get fucked, I guess.
Right.
synthetic fossils.
It's okay, we didn't need French.
Capacious and durable enough to safeguard
To be fair, we didn't need English in that either. But this is made by English speakers, so I guess it made the cut.
development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which
history
all of our
teacher
efforts
was a
will be
gamer.
directed.
Honestly, I just want to play that game.
Just the preservation of the past, but the
It's called
seed
life.
for the flourishing of a new
No, it's not. I can't go through, like, designed encounters to teach me about world history in life that when I complete all of them, will let me take over a global terraforming setup.
You're right. That's what we call student loans and archaeology.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Minecraft.
I mean, it's Minecraft. You do have to level up your skill in Minecraft, so you don't have to open the Wikipedia page every 10 minutes.
And the winner is Encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days, I performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions, magnetic, optical, quantum, even the Eternity tech that FAST was shilling a year or so ago. But every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings. Too heavy to transport, too massive to install into the allotted space, too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300 to 400 years, etc., etc., etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 zettabytes we're predicting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we'll embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at negative 18 degrees Celsius for 1,000 plus years. So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess I deem it entirely fitting, indeed
Proprietous.
No. Propitious. That we'll be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It is not just ironic, but heroic. Life is the hero beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, so much to do. Until next time. Peace be with you, Samina. I did not tell Stabby about the PSVR Horizon game. Oh, actually,
somebody did,
wait,
though.
yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, then maybe it was you.
I did sideboss you about that.
I have been informed of it. I know it exists, and I'm like, oh damn, I can pretend to be somebody voiced by Ashley Birch. Damn.
No, it's not. Aloy is not me here.
I can pretend to be someone voiced by Ashley Birch. It's virtual reality, not actual reality.
Over the past few months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of Hardware Archive from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset, with attendant curricula development about to begin. Speaking of the heuristic curricula, they are performing well with testing, with children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia persona. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. Peace be with you, Samina. Winter says, I think it's a dude who voices the MC of the VR game, but could be wrong, / it could be an option at the start.
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we...
Aloy's like, hold on!
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy.
Aloy's like, yeah, we're all alive, bitch. Shooting people. Aren't you glad I told you to carry the gun all this way?
You didn't tell me to do anything. I decided to do this after I failed to do it last time.
I mean, I was like, hey, you could have brought the gun in here, and you were like, oh. So it was totally my idea.
Concentrate on your target.
You cannot...
You do not eyeball it, son!
Oh, hey, look, another gun!
Was that another death? That's another death bringer.
Absolutely it is.
But I think I need to climb a ladder. I think they've caught on to me.
Damn, they're like, oh, if we get the high ground, she can bring the gun up. Needs her legs.
Let's just make sure there's no other way. There does not appear to be. That seems to be the only way up. Okay. What is up here, though?
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well.
At least you apologized.
Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's Extinction Failsafe Protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life?